Okay, let me introduce you to Zachary Hall. He's the guy who says, "Don't sleep on planes." A lot of us who have tried to do that, Zachary, wind up with a crook in our neck. It's uncomfortable. Why are you telling us this?
You know, it's funny, in life, you're a local legend, for instance, right? We probably go to the same coffee shop, we've probably driven down the same roads, yet we've never connected. Yet, right here, right now, here we are in the same room on a Monday in the same studio with an opportunity to build a relationship. And I'm a firm believer that, you know, you were single at once and it's about dating and you're trying to get a second date. Well, you want to have some things in common. So you're on the same row, you're in the same plane, going to the same destination. The things to talk about are right in front of you. And I think it's a great analogy for life that as long as you talk about the things that are right in front of you, it's a great place to start to build a relationship.
Had my wife been on a plane with me and she had been sleeping, we would never have come to this point in our lives. Tell me the meaning of the title, though.
It was just an oxymoron. It's one of those things that every day there's somebody sleeping on a plane, and it doesn't mean don't sleep or don't meet somebody. Maybe it's take that 2 hours of a flight and start doing a passion project. Maybe do some journaling. But in life, we move so fast that we forget to make time for our passions, yet here you're sitting on a plane, and if you're like me, you don't want to pay $20 for Wi-Fi. So in that time, just sit back and journal or work on some personal stuff.
Well, and you managed to arrive at your position as an author and as an inspirational speaker in a kind of an unusual way. How did you get the book published, for example?
Amazon is incredible. Anybody can do it. You just start writing, you take a manuscript and you upload it, and they print it and they ship it on demand.
Yeah, but people have already gotten excited about buying this and also learning what you have to provide for them.
You know, I think 2018 is an amazing time because with social media, you can storytell every single day. You can tweet, you can Instagram, you can LinkedIn. And so building a community of connections locally and telling my story and making sure I connect dots was one way. But as I traveled, I'd wear a hat that says, "Don't sleep on planes." As I've been a community leader, I'd always tell people that, "Hey, Pat, you know what? You need to know this guy, and this guy should know this guy." And then it became almost my calling card, which all my friends were like, "Dude, how do you do it?"
So this is the value of networking that's applicable to all of us?
It's one of those things where what's the goal of meeting more people? It's not about getting more things. It's about the ability to help. Like even in the green room, we were talking about Make-A-Wish, and there's the Walk for Wishes coming up. Something I was a wish granter when I worked for the Suns, and yet here I am 12 years later, connected with Make-A-Wish on a Monday saying, how can I help connect you and how can I get in on the Walk for Wishes team? But that's life.
Now listen, there's thousands of people across Arizona right now, and here's the stress factor. You have 1 minute to tell all of them how to be the best they can be when they grow up.
Okay. So when I talk about being the best you can be, a lot of it starts with giving before you take. Like you should never keep score and just give. Whether it was getting my first job in sports, getting my first job out of high school, there's always a stranger taking a risk on you. When I went to University of Phoenix, they were a partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks. And so in that moment, I just saw an opportunity to connect.
That's you. No, but that's you. You were a mascot for the Diamondbacks, and you've been in other costumes throughout your life.
Oh, Baxter's mom. Oh, look at her. She's oh, this kid hits a rocket. Oh, it was the best time. But here I am in a costume. It was the coolest vehicle I've ever gotten to drive. Like,
how do people find out where the book is?
You check it out on Amazon. Don't Sleep on Planes. 5-star reviews, great book, 100 pages, quick read. You can do it.
I dare you to take it with you on your next flight, and just be sitting there reading this when the attendant comes by and asks what you want to drink. His name is Zachary Hall. Don't Sleep on Planes. I'm Pat McMahon. You'll get the name of the winner coming up next.